Well, good day, Providence. If you're watching this video, it means that it is after March 13th, which means we have gone through a whole year with this pandemic with COVID. And it's been an interesting year, to say the least, and a challenging year. So many ways for the church trying to figure out how are we going to engage community amidst all the challenges that we've had. And I just want to say a huge thank you to our leadership team, executive elders, as well as staff, as they've had to really figure out and wrestle through so many of the competing ideas and thoughts and what do we do and how do we do. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Today in our announcement, we want to cover two main things. One, an announcement about how are we going to move forward in dealing with COVID and how do we gather and worship. And the second piece is about Easter and what you can expect so you can make some family plans. First thing I want to do is, you've heard the comparison apples to oranges, that it's hard to compare. They're both fruit, but they're very different. One of the things that I want to celebrate is the rich diversity that's in our community. There's some churches today who still have yet to have an in-person service because for their congregation, it was the right decision to say it's just not time. Other congregations moved right away to say, you know what, without Mass, we're going to gather. And it was the right decision for theirs. Not only do we have a rich diversity of congregations in our community, but we have apples and oranges, a rich diversity right here at Providence. And I think that's one of our beautiful strengths that we want to celebrate. You need to know that the leadership team, as well as the staff, have been wrestling this past year of all these different ideas and how do we engage best for our community. And since we have such a rich diversity on this side and on this side with the mask issue and how we should be gathering, we have made the decision that we were going to try to be our best in a central position to say, how do we create a space that allows the most people to gather? Did we do it all perfect? I'm sure not. But as we move forward into the future, one of the decisions that we're looking to do after Easter, and a date yet has to be set, but in hopefully the near future as trends continue to come down, we're looking at having the 9 o'clock service as a service where we will keep our masks on. So as you come in the building, as we worship, as we preach and teach and experience, we'd ask that for the 9 o'clock service, the first service, that we would respect everyone wearing a mask. That allows, again, differing viewpoints. Those who are very concerned about health issues, allows everyone to gather in a safe space that works for them. At the 10:30 service, what we're looking at doing is inviting people to wear the mask for the first service, or for the first part of the service coming in and during our worship time. And I just got to say the word, spittles. We've heard that word. I just wanted to say it. But during the worship time, if we'd wear the mask, and if you feel comfortable after worship to be able to take your mask off during that time, that would be fine. If you feel more comfortable keeping it on. But we want to give some of that space, again, in our congregation. Oranges, apples, we want to make space for all. A couple of the driving forces for us as leadership has been from passages like Philippians 2 of consider others more important than yourselves. Other scriptures that speak about Jesus' heart of servanthood, of, again, you want to be great, then become servant, slave to all. Another passage too that speaks to it. The people around the world will know you're my disciples for the love that you show for other people. So those have been kind of some guiding scriptures for us as leadership and staff to try to figure out how are we going to engage this. Now, are we going to get it all right? Probably not. But if you have any questions, comments, we are ready and able to just sit with you, hear from you, phone calls, Zoom calls, face-to-face, however it works best. But I just, again, want to affirm our leadership. Within our leadership team, you need to know that there are people who have passion over here and passion over here, and we're able to have those strong conversations. But at the end of the day, there is this beautiful unity that's centered on Christ, and that's been our goal from the beginning. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for the grace you've extended as we walk through this year, all trying to figure it out together. Can you believe it? It has been 1 year. And thanks be to God, here we are gathering for worship, trying to figure out the best way to do it together. So thank you. The second piece for announcements today is all about Easter. And Easter comes, as we understand, at the first part of spring break for a lot of families, which means a lot of people are going to try to get out of here as best they can because they felt trapped over a pandemic, not being able to move. So here's some things that we're working on. Number one, Thursday night, Maundy Thursday, it's been traditionally called. We're going to be providing an electronic, a digital format. A video will be provided that you and your family can engage in just remembering that Last Supper and what that Passion Week, how it all built up and how to focus in on that. So a digital option will be Thursday night. Friday, Good Friday, Tyler is crafting a very meaningful, reflective worship night where it wouldn't be, you come at this time and it ends at this time, but more it's going to be open-ended, where we will have a time frame on Friday evening, Good Friday, for you to come as an individual, to come as a family, and just to come into this worship center and experience and reflect and hear beautiful music, but also have an experience to really think through what happened on this Good Friday. So that'll be Thursday, that'll be Friday, and then on Easter, we are planning a wonderful celebration that Christ has arose. There'll be 2 services. During that time, there will be no children's ministry. There will be nursery. We're planning for both services. So we are looking forward to worshiping and to celebrating Easter and what all of that means, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Please participate in all, if that is your worship movement, if you only can gather with one, but we wanted to provide those different opportunities because we know families are going to be in different places this coming Easter. So the Lord bless you. Thank you so much.